Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video I have another project share using papers from my paper stash smash. So these projects were made with this 6x8 CIDER and DONUTS paper pad from Simple Stories, and I did use it all. It was already, like, there were a few sheets already used because, wait, was it this one? No, I'm getting confused. I think this was brand new actually, so never mind. No, I may have like a few like very small scraps, but because I have like everything else from that collection, I just put everything in there. But I'm considering this done. So I made 2 mini notebooks. You guys know I love making these. And 1 folio. I guess I'll just show you these little notebooks first. I think, yeah, this was the first one I made. This Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes. I love this. This is a cut apart. So this one I wrapped in craft paper, and I just decorated the front with the cut apart, and I also had the enamel dots, which are nice and sparkly, so that's what I did there. And I just left the backs plain on these ones because I was running out of paper. So it opens like this. I had to use this super cute little chipmunk paper there, and then because I didn't have any vellum, and I was looking in my stash for, I could have sworn I had like a fall theme like embossing folder, and that would have been fun to do like embossed vellum, but I couldn't find anything. I don't know, one of my goals for next year is to have an inventory of all my stuff. I don't know, I've sort of started organizing it, but it's gonna be a big project. But yeah, it would avoid situations where I'm just, you know, looking around for everything. So what I did instead is I just used another 3x4 cut apart, because in these Simple Stories 6x8 paper pads you get 2 sheets of 3x4 cut aparts that are different from the ones in the 12x12, so I had plenty to use. It says thankful, grateful, blessed, and that's the back. It's like this, it kind of looks like a dictionary or something in the background, like a, I don't know, yeah, some kind of note paper with acorns. It's really cute. So then you guys probably know the drill by now. The rest is 4x6 index cards cut in half, so plenty of room for writing. You could also put photos on the back. And then it has 3 dividers, so this is the first one, and because in this collection, it's a newer collection, it's from last year, so it has the mini tags in it. So I thought, oh, okay, instead of using the white tags that I normally do, why not use the ones from the collection, because they're super cute. It says CIDER and DONUTS. They do have, like, I didn't back them with paper on the back. Maybe I should have, so that they're also journal spots, but then in the pockets, like in the dividers, you also have journal spots. So because another thing I did differently for these is the 6x8 had the journal cards like scaled down, so I used those as tags. So it says give thanks, and it's like a notebook paper. I did back these ones because I like when the tags are sturdier when they're going like in a top loading pocket. So that's what that is, and that's the back. Then we have more notebook paper, and I did stuff some things in between. So this one has another cut apart that says it's fall, y'all, with the cute little chipmunk. More notebook pages. I thought I was filming but I wasn't. So I think I was here showing you this next divider. I also zoomed in because it's a small project. So we have this little tag that says Nuts About You. And then we have another journal card as a tag in there. And the seam binding is from My Scrap Cabin Shop, as always. This gingham ribbon is from Michaels. I forgot to mention that before. We have another tag on the back. It looks like this. Hello Fall. Then more notebook pages. And the last divider has this tag that I made from a scrap that I had of this pumpkin paper. And this ribbon I had, it was actually like tied to a Uniquely Creative like gift set that I won at my local scrapbook store. I don't know if it was from Uniquely Creative or they just put it on there, but it's really pretty. It's like this cream, like shimmery color. So I put that there, and then the back of this one has a little belly band, and I have another tag that says Love You, but I also had these scraps which are leftovers from the cut apart page, the journal cards. So I kept them together like this, but the recipient could cut them and put them like elsewhere in the album if they wanted to, but that goes in there. And then we have more notebook pages and another cut apart that says Harvest Memories. And that's the back. And then just more notebook pages. And then I decorated the back with the same paper. So this came out super cute. You guys know I love making these. I think I've made them like every month. In every yeah, for my paper stash smash, I always end up making these. So that's that one. And then I had this cut apart left, Let's Get Cozy. Well, I probably had others, but I just liked this one for a cover with more of those enamel dots. I love the like mustard yellow in this collection too. Oh, and this one I was running out of paper. So I pulled in this from, I think it's from Forever in Time. It's like a brand that they have at a hobby store near me. I think they also have it at like dollar stores sometimes. But I have this paper pad of like different color polka dot pages. And this one went super well because it's that mustardy yellow color. So again, because I didn't have any like special fall vellum, I put another cut apart that says Love You. And then we have notebook pages, and I have a scrap in this one that's a little flip out, so you could journal on there. You could also put a photo on the flap so that you know you have a photo there, but it also opens up, and then you could journal about the photo or something. And then more notebook pages. This divider for the pocket here, I was running out of paper, but I had these like cutoffs from the mini tags. So I thought, why don't I just use that as a tuck spot? So that's what I did. I just cut, you know, where the tag shape is. And then I put this little tag in there that says Grateful. And then this one, I was still using the journal cards, at least the ones that were like big enough to use in the pockets. This one's super cute. I just had a little scrap of this white ribbon, and I used my tiny attacher to staple it on there so that it wouldn't, you know, it doesn't get lost in the pocket. Then I think, oh, I have a cut apart here. This one says Give Thanks, going that way. So I guess this was kind of like a Thanksgiving theme collection as well. There's a lot of like food things. Well, it's called Cider and Donuts, so you would expect. Another little tag in this little pocket here, and another little journal card as a tag that goes in the divider. Oh yeah, and this one has another pocket on the back with another tag that says thankful for you. More notebook pages here. And the last divider has that gingham ribbon again, and this little So Cozy journal card. And then the back of this one is like the other one, so I have a tag that says Cozy Days and some leftovers from the journal cards, so kept those ones together as well. And then I think, whoops, I probably have one more thing in here. Yeah, this Fall is in the Air cut apart. And then the rest is just paper for writing notes. And the back is that same paper. So these turned out super cute. I love the little ribbons poking out the top. They're just really fun. And yeah, the covers kind of spoke for themselves. It had really cute cut apart, so all I did was add those glitter enamel dots to those. Oh, and I think, yes, I have a new, you could probably, yeah, you could see. So I ran out of this cinch wire from We Are Makers, or whatever they're called. I had to buy some new ones on Amazon that said it was gold, but compared to my old one, it's more like a antique gold, I would say, but that worked out super well for this fall collection. But just, yeah, I don't know for Christmas if I would have preferred like a gold, but I have limited options for cinch wire now that they don't, you know, even sell the cinch products at Michael's or anything anymore. But anyway, this is the folio I made, and I have made this before. Oh, gotta zoom back out now. I made this for Easter. Well, it wasn't really Easter, it was just spring, and I made like a garden kind of theme one with another Simple Stories collection. But this folio, the tutorials from Carolina's Crafts. Oh, and I didn't mention for the notebooks. I'm sure if you follow me, you already know. It's also a Carolina's Crafts tutorial, and I always link tutorials, even if I just like mention somebody, it's linked below. I always get questions after, like, where can I find the tutorial? It's always in the description box. I mean, unless I forgot, but usually it's like the first thing I do. Yeah, so just like, well, actually, I don't even know how YouTube does it now. I think on mobile, you have to click on more under the video, like under the title, but on desktop, maybe it's the same. I don't know. See, I don't blame you for not knowing because YouTube changes it all the time. But yeah, this is my folio. Great for using 6x8 papers. So the cover is just one of those like full sheets from the 6x8 pad. It says Autumn Leaves and Pumpkins Please. And honestly, I couldn't do much to embellish it because it already has like so much going on. I was gonna add like I have these little felt pumpkins and these felt leaves, but it just was like too busy, so all I did was add those little glitter enamel dots in places where I liked them. And this is the spine. This was a piece from the ephemera pack, and this is the back. Oh yeah, and my logo stamp, I did it on craft paper because it looked weird on white because it's everything's very craft and brown, you know, because it's a fall collection. This ribbon is from Michael's from like maybe 2 years ago, from the fall, you know, those trim bundles that they do. It was from there. I think it's the first time I used it. It's really pretty. It's kind of big for this size, like to tie a bow on a mini album, but it's cute. So we'll open this, and and it opens like so. We have that Let's Get Cozy cut apart again, because there are 2 sheets of each paper, so lots of cut aparts to use. And I do have a magnet here, so that just flips out, and then this could be a little place for a photo, and then this flips out like so, and we have another full size sheet in the back here. But what I did is I trimmed it at the bottom here so that I'd have a little tuck spot. So this whole thing was like one piece that I just trimmed here. It says fall is my favorite season of all. And then inside I had leftovers from that journal paper, you know, that I used in the mini notebooks. So I put those in there. Again, these could be like cut apart and put elsewhere. Like this little one that says date, you could cut that, maybe like put it over here, over top a photo. Anything can be done. And then this little cut apart that says love you, I just backed it on craft paper, and I just put those in this little, well, I'll put them behind to cover up the cute little chipmunk there. That's what that is. And then here we have a flap that goes this way, and inside of this pocket here I have the 3x4 cut aparts, but made into tag shapes kind of. So this one's the give thanks one with the seam binding again, and this one is harvest memories, and those go in there. There's a lot of room for other stuff in there. You can put photos behind there too. And this like gusset on the flap here allows for like this to grow a bit. Like you have a lot of room. So it's really well designed, Carolina. If you're watching, thank you for this fun tutorial. So this opens like this. Have this paper that just says thankful everywhere, and then this pumpkin paper, which I love. So that just closes back up, and then on this side you have, well, yeah, it is a folio, but there is one signature in it that's like a pocket page. So this is one thing I did differently from Carolina's. I had this, actually it goes all the way like that, this scrap on my desk, so I just used it as a pocket there, and then I had this strip on my desk, and I was like, I'll just add that as well. So that's what I did. And then in here I put the cut aparts, but I made these ones into booklets with the photo mat inside, because there's actually a lot of room in this pocket, and if they were just loose, like they'd just be falling out all the time. Fall is in the air, looks like this, and this whole album is wrapped with craft paper, and made like the pages and everything are made with craft paper from Michaels. I love their craft paper. So like I said, this whole page is a pocket, so inside I have a little, well, it's not a little, it's a big tag. You could put 2 photos on there even. Also on the back, and I have an eyelet here, and I just tied this like chiffon ribbon to the top that was honestly just like on my desk, but it goes really well with this collection, and it looks really cute sticking out there. So that goes in there. And then this turns like this, and this is a flip out. It has a magnet. That's that Pumpkin Kisses and Harvest Wishes cut apart again. So this could be, you know, lots of space for photos there as well. And then on the back we have a little fun interactive piece. So more seam binding here. I think I used up all of this color. This is the color Victorian, and I actually got it as a free gift in my order, and I ended up loving it. Like, like I said, I use it all up pretty much. So this is actually a little accordion fold out, and I didn't mat it because I think Carolina didn't either in her tutorial, because this is gonna like bulk up if you add photos to it, and it's already like, it's not bulky, but it's already like, you know, built up. So that's just a little flip out, so you could put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 photos just on this little section, and it ties back up with this seam binding. And I love doing seam binding for things like this because it's not bulky, like it flattens out really well. So yeah, that's not as cute as it was before, but I'll fix it. And this is just a belly band here with a large photo mat that I only put paper on the one side, but you could put photos on both sides if you wanted to, or one big photo. I forgot. No, I forgot. Let's just measure it. 5.5 by 6 for this insert here. So yeah, really fun, and it just goes behind the little belly band there. And yeah, that's everything. So it is a folio with a little pocket page in the middle, so it's pretty easy to make. Yeah, I really like this project, hence why it's the second time I've made it. You guys might know, because I've mentioned before, I don't like to make the same thing twice, but so when I do, like, you know, it's a good project. So like I said, the tutorials will be linked below, and I will figure that out later. Yeah, so that was my project share with the Simple Stories Cider and Donuts paper pad 6x8. I have the 12x12. I have like all the ephemera, all the extra stuff. So still have tons of this, but the theme of September was 6x8, 8x8, or 8.5 by 11. So that's why I use this. And because I haven't already broken into the 12x12, I only stuck to this, which is why, like I say, I ran out of paper, because I didn't want to like cut into the full collection just for like one page, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll be saving that for other things, but glad I smashed what I intended to. So yeah, that was everything. I hope you liked this video. Please, should I zoom back out? If you did, give it a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!